This boy threw his family into a ditch, threw some food down the drain, and returned home so he could play video games in peace. When he got hungry, he took his father's car, went to the ATM, and withdrew money from their card. Then he bought fried chicken, which his mother never let him eat. But after some time, he grew bored of being alone. Then he remembered his online friend. He went to pick him up and while driving, deliberately sped up just to show that he was no longer a child. The two returned home and played games for hours. Meanwhile, in the ditch, his hungry mother was chewing on a banana peel, but she couldn't swallow it. The three tried to get out, but the hole was too deep. All they could do was endure the hunger and wait for help. After a while, the boy left to drop his friend home. In between, he went to the ATM again, withdrew a large sum of money, and without a word, handed it to his friend to show that he was all grown up. But when he returned home, he saw a car parked outside. It was the car of his mother's friend who had come to visit her. The boy panicked and started making up false stories. But hearing his filmy talk, the woman sensed something was wrong. So she called his mother, but the phone was ringing inside the house. Hearing this, she immediately called the police. When the boy saw the police coming, he hid in fear, but the police had no evidence, so they couldn't come inside. Today, for the first time, the boy felt fear. To calm himself, he went to play tennis. But the coach pushed him aside because his mother hadn't paid his training fees. Now he realized that driving a car and spending money didn't mean he could take responsibility for himself. He returned home and, for the first time, truly tried to become a man. Meanwhile, the family members trapped in the ditch were trying to control their hunger by listening to stories when the girl heard footsteps. The boy had returned, but he had only lowered a bucket of food. The father thought he could climb out using a rope, but the boy had already cut the rope. He sat at the edge of the pit and began eating, staring at his family. Afterward, he returned home, but he felt no joy at all. Loneliness was eating him from within. Troubled, he returned to the pit and saw his mother, father, and sister sleeping huddled together, freezing. His eyes filled with tears. His sister looked at him but didn't say anything bad. She just smiled and said, "Thank you for the food," and then apologized for some reason. The boy left without a word, but a short while later, a ladder appeared near the pit, giving the family hope of getting out.